So a new anime is coming out soon called Petals of Reincarnation, where the plot is Hitler gets reincarnated as a Loli. Welcome back to Words Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol, and yes, if you hadn't heard, new anime where Hitler reincarnated as a Loli. August 6th, 2025. These are my bookmarks. Guys, I've had this one clocked for a while. Frankly, I'm stupidly excited for it. But it ain't without controversy. So yeah, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news nearly every day. And yes, this is getting banned and censored globally. Yeah, you think? Like, again, I'm not advocating for the censorship. Obviously, I'm ardently anti-censorship. But if it was going to happen to anything, it was going to happen to this anime. So we're going to check out our boy Chibi Reviews video on it and see what he has to say.
Ayamu Murase has now been casted as Adolf Hitler in Petals of Reincarnation.
What a glorious time to be alive, boys. What a glorious time to be alive. Let's just take that sentence in. Ayamu Murase has been cast as Adolf Hitler in Petals of Reincarnation. Just pretend my mouse is a little tiny mustache, and it kind of works. Got my mouse right there, just a little tiny mustache. It kind of works.
That is not a sentence I ever expected to say in my entire lifetime, but here we are. Like, guys, this is not a shit post. This is not clickbait. Yes, there is going to be a Loli Hitler as a supporting character within this anime, and if you're
again supporting character, not the real character, not the main character, but even so, you know that's all anyone's going to talk about. There's going to be so many meltdowns from all of the different portions of the Olympic Venn diagram of anime hatred and just leftism in general that is going to make this glorious. Like, you're going to have the people that are anti-Loli, you're going to have the people that call everything a Nazi, you're going to have people that throw a fit about swastikas, you're going to have people that claim that everything is racism and everyone's a Nazi, you're going to have people that, frankly, are against anime in general because they have got this weird idea in their head that animation in America or Western stories are superior despite what our declining box offices and lack of any memorable cartoon from the West and God knows how long, like, it's shown. This is going to piss off all the right people. I'll be watching from episode 1.
You're probably wondering to yourself right now, if you're looking at the screen, why the left image is censored. YouTube would not allow me to show the image uncensored, so blame them, do not blame me.
I bet YouTube will allow you to show the image. I mean, again, we got this right here. Right? We got this right here showing the swastika. I imagine that's what it was. I imagine it was the swastika that did it, so not entirely sure, but yes, I bet that's the case.
Just it's how it is. Just to be able to even upload this video, I have to censor it. But if you're interested in what it looks like, just type in Petals of Reincarnation, the Big Adolf manga panel. You'll instantly see it. You'll find it on Google Images.
Okay. Let's test this right now. Maybe I will end up having to censor it. Let's see. First, I'm going to just take the screen down. Petals of Reincarnation, the Big Adolf. Images. Oh, okay. It's a lot of swastikas. Yeah, that is quite a bit of swastikas on screen. Whatever, I'm sure it's fine.
But with that being said, though, this is definitely going to be a very controversial anime for a variety of reasons. Obviously, when you introduce Adolf Hitler into a series, that definitely is going to lead to a lot of controversy and toxicity. But then, if you kind of merge...
It really shouldn't, though. Like, let's be real. It really shouldn't. Look, World War II was nearly 100 years ago. At this point, he's been a fictional character in plenty of other works. There's the idea that there's like, oh, Hitler was just so evil, it's going to be controversial to put him in any fictional media. Yeah, what about Pol Pot? What about Mao Zedong, right? What about, frankly, Stalin or, maybe not Lenin. Like, point is, any of these individuals that were barbaric. I mean, shit, Genghis Khan by the metrics these people use, should be just as controversial. It shouldn't be. Like, you don't gotta be some, like, Einstein and Hegel, like, type people to not have a fucking issue with Hitler being in your show.
Together the whole toxicity and drama around Lolis, it's gonna get even worse, because obviously when you combine these two and create Loli Hitler, oh my lord, it's going to be an absolute war zone. Like, you better have a hazmat suit, put it on, because any comment section and discussion—
Nah, dude. Nah, hazmat suit, fuck that. I'm going out there, dude, no. I'm going out there like Mad Jack Churchill, alright? Mad Jack Churchill stormed the beaches in Normandy with a broadsword, a bagpipe, and a kilt. Only dude in World War II with a confirmed kill from a longbow. I believe he actually has 2 confirmed longbow kills. So yeah, he's right. This will be a war zone. But fuck the hazmat suit. Your boy going full kilt, broadsword, and bagpipes when we storming them anime Normandy beaches. Let's go, son.
You're gonna see about this anime is going to be so overwhelmingly toxic that it's gonna be insane. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm gonna be there day one.
Yes!
I'm gonna be there day one in the trenches, seeing what people have to say, because it's going to be freaking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing the absolute crash out of people crashing out over this anime is going to be absolutely cinema, and probably more enjoyable than actually watching the anime. With that,
I do have that same fear, that same worry. As someone who knows nothing about the content of Petals of Reincarnation, I think the online discourse will probably end up being better than the anime itself. Like, not to disparage or dogpile it or anything. I don't know. Maybe it could end up being a really great anime. But there's so many anime out there nowadays. We get like 40 new anime per season. That's like 120 new anime a year. I mean, at some point, folks got to realize most of them suck. Just like how most of any media. There's a million movies in the world. Most of them suck. There's a million fictional novels in the world. Most of them suck. That's why the good things stand out as good. So, we'll actually have to see.
That being said, though, there is something that I do want to talk about when it does come to Petals of Reincarnation. Obviously, I want to talk about the trailer that came out today. I want to talk about what it's about, and talk about the voice actor that is voicing Hitler, but also talk about the censorship that is on the horizon for this anime as well. So, when I was watching this trailer, around the minute 5-second mark, you can pull it up too, I'll probably link this trailer in the description if you're interested in watching it, but if you start here at a minute 6, you will see Adolf Hitler appear in the trailer.
And notice what's here as opposed to what's in the manga. Yeah, they already swapping out the swastikas. Why should we even watch this? Like, I want to watch it so I can be involved in the discussion to clown on the haters. But I also don't want to support the censorship. This is quite the dilemma.
And instantly, if you have looked at the manga panel already and you cross-checked, you'll instantly see there is a very core difference in the character design. The iconic symbol for, Hitler is completely removed on the left eye of Hitler in the anime. The symbol on the hat is completely different. And so it's very clear that the imagery of, what happened within World War II has been completely removed from the design of the character within the anime.
Then what's even the point, though? Like, let's be real. Like, are they gonna change the name as well? What's the English dub gonna be like? What's the subs in the English gonna be like? If you're the character is the reincarnation of Hitler, why you gotta go full Hitler with it, baby?
And if I had to take an
I wonder
educated
how many times you have to say Hitler in a video before this shit gets demonetized as fuck.
guess the reason why this has happened is because of most likely distribution on television broadcasting, maybe not just within Japan, but most likely just outside of the country, because, let's be blunt, anime has become a global sensation. It's become something that everybody is now taking part in, and we have definitely seen, like, for instance, the encroachment of Western society forcing censorship on Japan in the last few years, and we have definitely seen a lot of localizers and bad actors, for some reason, have a lot of power as well to be able to change, animators and force Japanese studios to completely completely censor something on the cutting room floor of creating anime. And so when I look at this situation, I'm really wondering if the reason why the designs and stuff were changed for the character is either because of trying to appeal to a global audience and not upset anyone for the anime is not banned, or if there is an actual reason within Japan that they cannot do this. I don't really know.
I don't think there. No, first of all, I highly doubt there's a reason within Japan. A, because, well, it's in the manga, so why would that be an issue? But also, B, Bleach has swastika symbology all over it, and I get it. It's the original form, not the one that the Nazis co-opted, tilted to that 40-degree angle or whatever. But the point is, other anime have had them. I mean, even if you look at Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn, they changed, the swastika in that as well. In fact, all references to Hitler were completely removed in the German versions of the release of that movie, which cut it down to like a 30-minute movie. It was already only like 44 minutes. So I mean, we've seen this before in anime. Maybe manga just has less strict rules when it comes to that sort of thing. But I don't know. I find this to be egregious because this is part of the artist's original vision. Clearly, they did the character like that for a reason. Removing this is a problem.
Oh, obviously, I don't live in Japan because obviously there's different laws depending on country. Like, for instance, in Germany, I don't even think you can really even talk about Hitler as well. Like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below.
And you should be. Like, look at Germany and what's going on in that country right now, and the pussification of their people and the rampant, just basically at an industrialized level, overtaking of these termites coming in and usurping their country from them due to illegal immigration. Maybe some proper talks about Hitler and whatnot could have prevented this.
So, maybe Japan has, like, a law or something with TV broadcasting that they can't show certain things. Maybe that's the reason. But regardless, the character design is straight up censored. Like, I instantly noticed it. And anyone that has, like, for instance, like, read the manga or even is aware of the manga can instantly see that the character design is censored. And this is not the first time. I mean, there's a lot of games over the years that, censor stuff like this. They'll censor symbols and all that.
Yeah, but think about Persona 2. Persona 2 didn't. Well, okay, Persona 2 did in America, but I'm almost 100% positive that the Japanese release of Persona 2 has Hitler completely uncensored.
So, it's not the first time. It is definitely something that just happens in media, and it's just like, that's to be expected, honestly. But I don't know exactly what's really causing this situation, if it's like the Japanese broadcasting, or if it's just global standards. Once again, no idea. But with that being said, though, the Petals of Reincarnation anime, in general, is very misleading for a variety of reasons, because people might instantly assume with the title Reincarnation, it's going to be something like ReZero, something like Konosuba, something like Cautious Hero. But no, honestly, the series, if you want my, like, kind of vague connection I'm going to post with it, I would say it's more closer to Fate. Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, and stuff like that. Obviously, there's very big differences, Holy Grail War and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that it's modern day, and you have individuals, historical figures, infamous figures, that are reincarnated more or less in modern day, and they gain access to certain abilities. And it's kind of like a battle royale to a degree. So think of something similar to Fate instead of, like...
Homeboy have 5 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, I'm not one of those dudes that's like anti-AI or anything. In fact, y'all know me, I'm very pro-AI. Now, this could just be an artist mistake. I don't care they use AI in anime. If they do, they gotta make it good. And if this is an artist mistake, this absolutely should have been caught. Because this looks an awful lot like motherfucker got 5 fingers. Because here's his thumb. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thumb would be 6, right? Wonder if anyone's noticing that or pointing that out.
Konosuba, ReZero, Cautious Hero, Overlord, Tanya the Evil, it's very fundamentally different. So, like I said, the title is a little bit misleading for those that, are more avoidance of, let's say, isekai stories. With that being said, I do want to talk about the voice actor of the character. So, we have Murase, that is voicing, Hitler within the anime, and you might recognize them already. You can see that they voiced Hinata from Haikyuu, they have voiced Aki from Chainsaw Man, they have voiced Alan Walker from D. Gray Man, I mean, they have done Rue from Devil Devilman. They did Irma from, Irma Kurun. The individual, Murase is very gifted. Obviously is really good with their voice. They can definitely voice a lot of good characters. I mean, look, they voiced in Gangsta, Black Clover. The list goes on. They have definitely been in the field for a very long time, voicing a variety of different characters for many, many years, way over a decade plus, and they're gifted. They definitely know what they're doing. So, I'm not really concerned about the voice actor choice or anything like that. I'm just curious to see how they're going to deliver it, because it's quite a thing to have on your resume. Like, imagine going to a job interview, and they're like, okay, what characters have you voice acted before?
Adolf Hitler. I love it.
And the voice actor's like, oh, I voice acted Hinata, I voice acted Alan Walker, I voice acted Adolf Hitler, I voice acted Aki, and then the people that are like, doing the interview, like, whoa, go back, what was that other one you just said?
Yes, it would be funny to, like, recount that story, but these are actors. It's their fucking job. Like, there should be nothing weird about an actor saying, I played Hitler in a movie. Why would it be different from saying, I voiced Hitler? Like, these characters have to have people portraying them. Putting Adolf Hitler on your resume is funny. At the end of the day, it's just another role. No different than Bruce Campbell playing Reagan in Fargo. Not that I'm comparing Reagan to Hitler. Reagan was fucking retarded. He was bad for America.
It's just absolutely crazy. Like, legitimately, imagine having something like that on your resume. I could not even begin to imagine the conversation you would have in an interview about something like that. But with that being said, Petals of Reincarnation, unironically, does look like it's going to be fun. Is it going to be like the best anime of the year or anything? No, I don't think, looking at the trailer at least, the animation art doesn't look to be, like, below average.
Actually, it seems painfully generic. I haven't seen any of the animation itself, but the character design and the production design from the stills look painfully generic.
A little bit slightly above average. It's no JJK Season 3, it's no Chainsaw Man, it's no Frieren, it's no Fate Strange Fake, it's nothing like that, but it definitely looks good, and I feel like the conversation around this anime is going to be pretty fun, and I mean, just disregarding even the drama and toxicity and the hazmat suit that you're going to have to put on, I feel like it's just legitimately going to be a fun anime to talk about, because honestly, it reminds me a little bit of Drifters. I don't know how many of you guys even remember that anime and manga series, but Drifters was, oh man, I kind of stopped reading that manga. I don't even know if it completed or not, but I really love Drifters. It had a lot of historical figures and stuff, like
I've heard of
a
this,
certain
I've never
timeline
seen it.
kind of fighting each other, and I feel like Petals of Reincarnation might scratch that itch to a degree, very similar to what Drifters was. I hope it does, but I will leave it at that. Tell me your honest thoughts in the comments below how you feel about this anime. Do you think anime has gone too far? Do you think it hasn't gone far enough? Do you think that this is going to be canceled on day one? Be honest. And
here's the dealio. It better not be canceled on day one. It's an anime. It's a show. It's a cartoon. But above all else, it's fucking fictional. Like, these characters, whether it be Hitler, whether it be Genghis Khan, like, man, we had John Wayne playing Genghis Khan back in the 50s. People can have issues with that, whatever. Y'all know my stance on it. At this point, these characters, these real-life historical figures have become larger than life. If we can't put Hitler in an anime, then how can you support a book or movie series like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? It's effectively doing the same thing. You're using these larger than life, whether they're good or bad is irrelevant, real life people that have, carved their names in the annals of history, again, for better or worse, and you're making something new out of it. That's, that's the twist, or the shock value, or just the core idea, in the middle of the story is just, these sort of what-if-y scenarios. I think there's going to be, honestly, more backlash about the Loli aspect than there will be the Hitler aspect. And don't get me wrong, there are going to be people out there that lewd the Hitler Loli. There are going to be people out there in them anime streets that lewd the Hitler Loli. But there's also games on Steam like Sex with Hitler, so just like, is there some weirdness out there? Absolutely. Do I give a fuck? Also, no, not really. I'm here for the anime itself. It will probably be fun. I'm not going to say if it'll be good or not, because, well, anime quality is very hit or miss nowadays, but I'm sure it'll be fun. And I definitely know the conversation around it will be fun. Like, Hitler ain't even the main character, but that's all anyone's focusing on. That's all I'm focusing on. That's all everyone's focusing on. Because it is such a funny concept, right? Hitler, but as a loli. As a little tiny fucking Japanese girl. That's funny! How is that not funny? Like, what would be a good comparison to this, right? What would be a good, like Teddy Roosevelt, but as a chihuahua? Like, that would also be funny. People just gonna throw a bitch fit because Loli and because Hitler. It really is that simple. But these are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Let me know on X. You can find me about the word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. By all means, hit us to 10,000 subs. We're like 100 away, so I would really appreciate that. Also, check us out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles we go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos we react to on the daily streams, and of course, get involved with over 250 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that cannot wait to grow even further. Because we do care about diversity. One kind of diversity of thought that's interesting to you. Go ahead and hit subscribe, join the Discord. Until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.